Why do we practice with the left hand? The answer is coming up next. Stick with me. Okay, so why do we practice with the left hand? Well, one answer is, why put all of your eggs in one basket? If I'm a right-handed player and I never train with my left hand, I'm going to be toast if my right hand is injured or is otherwise unavailable. And if I have a stick in the left hand and I have no skill, I'm done. I'm toast. So that's the first answer. Okay. The second answer to why we train with the left hand is to expand our horizons. And believe me, when you train with your non-dominant hand, it's challenging, it's fun to learn new skills on the other side. So in my case, my dominant hand's my right hand. My left hand, when I first started training in modern Arnis and I had a stick in my left hand, I was lost. I've learned a few things over the years as to how to acclimate yourself to your non-dominant hand, and we'll discuss that next. Okay? Hello there. With me today is my wife, Marianne, to help me out with this video and to demonstrate some things. So give her a hand. Okay, all right. So you heard me explain the reason for why we want to train with the left hand, but I think it's useful for me to make it concrete for you. So the first concept in terms of training with your non-dominant hand, in my case I'm right hand dominant, is to translate the right hand technique to left hand. So we'll start with disarm number 2 to illustrate this concept. So she gives me 2. My number 2 disarm is a left hand snake around her wrist, like this here. Let's do this again. Left hand snake. Now, if I have the stick in my left hand, I want to replicate that movement. So she gives me a 2, snake with this in the left hand. See? And again. Oh, she didn't like that. So you go here, the snake, and I can switch and finish. Okay? So that's one illustration. So let's switch sides. We can do disarm number 3. Here. And do a brace block and I snake underneath to affect the disarm. And again, here to here. Okay. Now, if I have the stick in the left hand, same movement to here. You have this. And start with the simple. Here to here. And once you get that down, and you can move on to the more complex fine motor control type movements. Toppy block, for example. So you have here. We all know this here. You try that with your left hand. So I'm going to do the 7-side poke just for the benefit of the viewers. So here, and again. And you can add the abanico corto technique and translate that to the other side. So let's do this here. Here, boom. And again, see, that's abanico corto here. You can do that with the left hand. See? Here's abanico corto. Once you get that, then you can move on to even more complex stuff like switching hands. Okay? This is my favorite part. Okay, so you go here, here. That's it. So you switch again, see? All right, so let's do that again. So you have this here, here, here. Yeah, that's it, see? Yeah, so here's another trick. So you have this here, here, boom. Yeah, switch to the left. One more. So you have this, you switch here, bam, boom. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, so what does that have to do with our present period, the lockdown? I've been emphasizing solo training. Here's my point. If you do solo training, if you go back over the solo tutorials that I've done to date, practice both sides, the right and the left. Because when you lay that foundation down for non-dominant hand work, you can get the kind of flexibility I just demonstrated to you. That's the point of my attacking combinations video, which is on sale. Point to the click above me. And in that video, I emphasize the fact that you should be training with both hands. So if you don't have a training partner, train with both hands in your solo training sessions. When you are able to get with a workout partner, start with the simple stuff and build your way up. What do you think? Thank you for your help today.
Okay, he whipped my ass.
Oh, we have videos, off video, she kicks my ass. Okay. All right, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe to this channel and please comment in the box below. Thank you for stopping by.